Okay, I'm being asked about this multiple times a day, so let's just make a video about it already. Am I gonna play Subnautica Below Zero? Yeah, probably. I really enjoyed Subnautica, and I thought it was probably the best instance of the entire genre, and the series did exceedingly well, and so on. Am I gonna play it now? No. Not unless you guys make me via Patreon, but I'd prefer it if you didn't. It's not done. It's early access. It means it's not ready yet. It's an alpha, it's a beta, it's a pre-play, whatever the hell. Like, one thing is that, like, there's so many games to cover that, like, why, like, the idea for, like, if you want me to cover Subnautica twice, once in early access, then again when it's done or something, then, like, that's just me not covering another game at all, because I'm wasting that time on one game twice instead of the other game I could be covering and so on. Like, my backlog is so huge. But on the other hand, like, I only get one blind playthrough of any of these games, which is what a lot of you are looking for in general in these things. And wasting said blind playthrough on, like, an unfinished early version of a game just seems like a massive waste that just spoils and sabotages the eventual final finished game playthrough and stuff like that. I've once upon a time engaged with early access in the form of Darkest Dungeon, where I played it in its first version, then I played it again when it was updated, then I tried to play it again when it was finished, and it was just like so much time spent with one game and over the differences and so on that it's just not a good way to cover a game. If you're one of those channels that's like built around this kind of content, then I can see why those kinds of people go through with that kind of stuff. But like, I'm just a general Let's Play channel. I can just wait. In fact, the fact that the videos did so well last time during the main Subnautica playthrough, even though I was really late to the experience, just shows that it doesn't really matter if I wait. But also, one of the primary things people kept being excited about was that when they realized that my playthrough of the game was by somebody who had not been repeatedly spoiling everything by playing every update as the game went on, and just was going in for the first time in the finished version and having to experience it all in its complete form. I also really hate what I'll call like update hunting, which is when you're like, you ran out of content in the game, and then at the point you basically have to like look up online, like, what is the end point? When does the current version of the game end? And then each time a new piece of content comes out, you basically have to look up how to access said content and where you're supposed to go, which in its own kind of is spoiling the thing, because you're just going to be like, oh, this is the one where we added Reaper Leviathans. They're located here. And I'm like, cool. What a great way to enjoy the game. So no, I'm gonna wait till the game's done. I have already requested my key, and I hope that over the coming months they give me the copy of the game, just like they did with the first game. I requested a copy of Subnautica during early access and got a copy of it during that period, but then played it when it was finished. So hopefully that pans out. But yeah, I'm not. No. I've seriously been getting asked multiple times per day at this point where I'm like, okay, I'll make a video. See? So yes, no is the answer. Not now. I'm gonna cover it the way I covered the first one, which is the way you like that. It's gonna happen again that way, in that format, at that time, and I'm not gonna like jump the gun in response to demand, because I just think that'll make the whole thing worse. So see you guys next time.